Tonight's story, Big Business, is about Reginald Mulliner, a young man of slender means and slighter intellect, who before the dramatic change in his fortunes had only two assets in life: the love of Amanda Biffin and the ability to sing Old Man River, a talent we discover him exercising in anticipation of the annual church concert in the village of Lower Smattering-on-the-Whistle, Worcestershire.
Old Man River, and Old Man River, he don't say nothing. A double negative there, I don't think that's right. Don't say anything, he must know something. Old Man River just keeps rolling along. You and me. A bit impolite that. You and I think rather. You and I, we sweat and perspire and strain. Hello, darling.
I picked up your post, darling. Oh. Don't stop, dear. That's very nice.
Body all hungry.
I brought you some holly and things to brighten the place up. Oh, and I finished your costume for tomorrow night's concert.
I say, Amanda.
Yes?
This is a bit rum. This is from a gaggle of solicitors called Watson and Watson.
Well, it's not an uncommon name. And maybe they're related.
No, but the point is they want me to go and see them down at Lincoln's Inn Field at my earliest convenience, where I might hear something to my advantage.
Really? That sounds great. Something to your advantage is what we've never been more in the market for.
Oh, absolutely, because when these legal birds say something like that, it usually means you're in for a purse of gold from a rich uncle in Australia.
Have you got a rich uncle in Australia?
No, not as such, no.
Well, then I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. Still, maybe somebody's managed to steer a little bit your way. And as Uncle Jethro always says, each little bit added to what you already have makes just that little bit more.
By Jove, how true that is. These financial boys know how to put their finger on it, don't they?
And they know how to keep their finger on it. But first you have to get it. So I suggest, dearest, that you make that convenience your very earliest.
Right.
Like today. Catch the noon train.
Just keeps rolling.
And then, darling, when you've seen these Watsons and found out what you've clicked for, you...
Get a little drunk and you land in jail.
No, you don't. You catch the first train back, telephone me at home and tell me about it.
Right, you gaggle of Watsons, here I come with a song on my lips. Life gets weary, I'm sick of trying. Truth.
Hello, Whistle Hall. Amanda Biffin speaking.
Look, could I talk to Amanda Biffin, please?
This is Amanda, Reggie.
Oh, Amanda, look, it's Reggie here.
Yes, Reggie.
Listen, you know what?
No, what?
You know that letter I got?
Yes, Reggie?
You know, the one from Watson, and...
Yes, Reggie, I remember, down to the last Watson.
Yeah, well, you know what it said? Well, by Jove, it certainly was.
What was? Was what?
Oh, something to my advantage.
Reggie, what do you mean?
Well, you'll never guess.
I know I won't, so tell me.
You won't believe it.
I will.
I bet you won't.
Reginald, I'll believe it. I promise I'll believe it. I swear I'll believe it.
I've been left a fortune.
I don't believe it. You mean you really did have a rich uncle in Australia?
No, rather a clever twist there. Apparently, the whole thing works just as well with rich cousins in South America. Gervais, his name was, and he died intestate, wherever that is. I can't say I ever even knew him, but apparently that doesn't count against you. So, there we are.
Reggie, where are we?
Oh, sorry, no, 50,000 of the brightest and best.
50,000? Crikey Moses!
Crikey, as you so aptly put it, Moses. Yes, I mean, I staggered back from the desk. If I hadn't clutched at a passing Watson, I'd have come a cropper. but listen, old egg, this does mean that we can announce our engagement, doesn't it? I mean, your guardian can hardly complain because of lack of funds.
I shouldn't think so. but we'd better discuss it. Now, look, Reggie, I want you to stay exactly where you are. I'll pop down in my two-seater and we'll go into the whole matter. See you soon. Goodbye, Reggie. That was Reginald Mulliner, Uncle Jethro.
So I gathered. Even less coherent than usual.
No wonder. He's had the most marvellous news. He's just been left £50,000.
Oh, he has he? Well, well, fancy that.
I should think we'll be going out to celebrate tonight, so don't wait up.
Oh, very well, my dear. I do advise the young man to make it a modest celebration. Fool and his money are soon parted. God willing.
Totes that bale, lift that barge. Hello. Hello, Mulliner here.
Oh, hello, Reggie. Jethro Mott here.
Oh, what ho, Sir Jethro?
Amanda was just... I beg your pardon? I understood you to say he don't plant taters, he don't plant cotton. To whom did you refer and how did he creep into the conversation?
I'm sorry, Old Man River, you know.
No, I'm afraid we're not acquainted.
No, it's a song I'm singing for the Christmas pantomime. I must have been rehearsing unconsciously.
Oh, I see, a comic song, eh?
No, rather more poignant, I'd say. It's all about this Afro-American in reduced circumstances who's feeling rather low with life because he's having to tote barges and lift bales. And all the while, this Old Man River, he don't do nothing.
Yes, I see. Typical working class attitude. Always resent anyone with a private income. Oh, talking which, reminds me, Amanda just told me about your slice of good fortune. My heartiest congratulations, dear boy. Look, I wondered perhaps if you could find the time to come round and see me. I mean, we could have a little chat and perhaps I could, put my experience at your disposal.
Oh, rather. Thanks a lot, Sir Jethro.
Jolly good. Oh, look, by the way, I wouldn't mention this to Amanda if I were you. I don't wish to flaunt my philanthropy.
Yes, best not to do that sort of thing, eh?
Anyway, we would never understand high finance. Much better left to us chaps, eh? Look, I've got an insurance chappie coming to see me first thing. We should be through by 11. So we'll say just after that, eh?
All right, I'll say just after that, then.
Excellent, excellent. See you then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't worry, Sir Jethro. You're fully covered. Now that you've paid the first premium, your new policy is quite valid. You can rest easy tonight.
I shall. Thank you, Jarvis, and good day to you.
Good day, sir.
Oh, there you are, Mulliner, my boy.
Old Man River.
Just in time.
Old Man River.
No, pleased to see you.
You just keep moving along.
Come in, come in.
Something that Old Man River.
He just keeps... I think we'll go through to the dining room. I've just walked all the way from the study. I don't think I could face that walk again.
Life gets weary.
Oh, indeed.
Get a little drunk.
Well, this way we can all stop for refreshments if necessary once we've crossed the Great Hall.
Show me the stream called the river, Jordan.
The lake is on the other side of the house, actually. Oh, well, here we are, Reggie. Over here, Mulliner!
Sorry, I took a wrong turning there. Quite a place you have here, Sir Jethro.
Oh, quite a place, yes. Expect you could do with a whiskey.
Oh, just a small one, thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. I don't suppose you'll be looking for larger premises for yourself, eh?
Well, not this large. No, I might tend to get a bit lost.
Oh, yeah, I know, but my dear boy, I mean, you wouldn't always be alone. I mean, have you ever considered the patter of tiny feet?
Not really, no. I'm not all that fond of mice.
Children, Mulliner.
Oh.
If you like the little brat, if you like that sort of thing, I mean, you could easily accommodate 15 or 20 here, you know.
15 or 20, well, that sounds rather too ambitious for me, sir.
Up to you, my boy. I mean, after all, it is your money. Oh, and by the way, motorcycle, is that a new acquisition?
Yes, I've just bought her, sir.
Expensive toy, you know, Reggie. Do sit down, my boy, do sit down. Sorry. Yeah, I do hope you're not one of these young men, you know, Reggie, who suddenly enriched squanders all his substance on frivolities and baubles.
Oh, good Lord, no, sir. I'm going to stick to my boodle like a porous plaster. Yes, the lawyer chappie in London told me to stick it into something called a funding loan. Now, don't ask me what it is, because I haven't the foggiest. But apparently you buy a chunk of this stuff off the government, and they pay you something back twice a year, just like finding it in the street. It pays 4% per annum, whatever that means, with the net result, according to this legal, that my 50,000 brings in rather more than 2,000 a year. Fairly peachy, I call that, and one wonders how long this sort of thing has been going on.
Oh, 2,000's not much, you know.
Oh, isn't it?
No, I mean, these days of inflation and rising prices, wouldn't you prefer 25,000?
Oh, well, that'd be nice.
Well, it's very easily arranged, you know. Yeah, have you ever made a study of the oil market?
Well, not really, sir, no. In fact, I didn't know there was a special market for it. I usually get mine from the local garage.
You know how important oil is to our industry.
Oh, rather. Your sardines and all that.
Just so. No sound in this. Now, it just so happens that amongst my effects, I have a block of smelly river ordinaries. Now, I could let you have, say, £50,000 worth. As you're may I say, a close friend. Now, they should bring you in a safe 50%.
50%, eh? What, per annum?
Exactly.
Per person?
Precisely. The annual yield would be in, the neighborhood of, well, 25,000, 30,000.
25,000, not a bad neighborhood, sir. But listen, can you spare them? I mean, won't you be losing money, sir?
My dear boy, when you get to my age, you'll find there are more things to life than money. As somebody once said, I shall pass through this world but once. Any good thing I can do, therefore, any kindness I can show a fellow creature, let me do it now. For I shall pass this way but once. Just sign the blank check.
Reggie, Malina.
Right, well, I'll pop this in a safe place. Now, there we are. Do help yourself to a drink.
Oh, thanks a lot, Sir Jethro. Sir Jethro, it doesn't seem to come out, sir.
Hello, Reggie.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Hello, man. I thought you were off ice skating.
Yes, I am, but I mislaid my muff. I've only just found it.
Ah, well, that's fine. That just gives me a chance to slip you the good news.
More good news?
Yes, bigger and better. As from now, my annual income will be in the neighbourhood of £25,000 a year, which you can't say isn't a bit of a good egg. And all due to the benevolence of your Uncle Jethro.
The benevolence of Uncle Jethro?
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a secret, but credit where it's due, I always say. He's handed the whole thing to me on a plate, and you thought he didn't like me.
Reggie, what have you done?
Well, rather a good business stroke, if you ask me. Luckily, he had this £50,000 worth of shares.
Smelly River Ordinaries.
Oh, you've heard of them as well, have you?
Sit down, dear.
Yes, fine.
There's something I have to tell you. One of my earliest memories is of sitting on Uncle Jethro's knee while he told me how, at a moment when he wasn't quite himself, having been hit on the head with a bottle by a disgruntled shareholder at a general meeting, he'd allowed himself to be stuck by some hornswoggling highbinder with these smelly river ordinaries. Reggie, I can still see the light in his eyes as he spoke of his resolve to find someday, somewhere, a mug on whom he could unload them. He realized it would have to be the mug supreme, the sort that only happens once in a lifetime, but that was the gleam he was following patiently through the years, and he was confident of eventual success. Congratulations.
Oh. Well, I'm blowed.
You're also bust.
Well, look, now, how are we going to get married?
We're not. You wouldn't want me to link my lot with that of a man whose brains, if they were made of gunpowder, wouldn't blow his hat off.
No, no, of course not. No.
As you're interested in my future plans, I'll sketch them out for you. I'm now going skating with Lord Nubble of Nop at Nubble Towers. On our second circuit of the pond, or possibly our third, he'll ask me to be his wife. He always does. This time, I shall accept. Goodbye, Reggie. It's been nice knowing you.
I say, this sounds like the raspberry.
It is.
You mean all is over? You're really casting me aside like a... casting me aside like what are those things people cast aside?
Worn-out glove, I presume, is the expression you're groping for.
No, I don't think it is. No, well, but anyway, I don't cast aside my worn-out gloves. I usually give mine to the Salvation Army. However, that is not the point at issue. The point at issue is that you've broken my bally heart.
A girl with less control would have broken your bally head. Goodbye again.
Good morning, Miss Griffin.
Good morning, Vicar.
Ah, Mr. Malina, good day to you.
Good day to you, Vicar.
He's Sir Jethro at home?
Yes. Yes, he is.
But I'm hoping to sell him some tickets for the concert tonight.
Yes, well, I'd probably be able to buy out the whole house.
Oh, splendid. Well, let's hope he's feeling generous. And you, how are you feeling? You ready for your public, in good voice?
Vicar, I'm £50,000 down. I've lost the girl I love. My heart is broken, and I've got a small pimple coming on the back of my neck. That just about gives me a full hand.
Oh, well, God moves in a mysterious way. Cheers.
And then he tried to sing All's Well, but could not, though he tried. His head was turned, and so he chewed his pigtail till he died. His death, which happened in his birth, at 40-odd befell. They went and told the sexton, and the sexton tolled the bell.
Thank you, Miss Griffin.
Thank you. And for my next selection,
Thank
I
you,
should
Miss
like
Griffin, for that most amusing and spirited recital. And now... And now, we can give the dear lady a moment or two to resume her alter ego as our accompanist. Ah, she's ready. And so are we all, I'm sure. For Mr. No, please. For Mr. Reginald Mulliner and his own rendition of Old Man River.
Sorry. Colored folk walk in the Mississippi. Colored folk walk where the white man play. Towing those boats from the dawn to sunset. Those till the judgment day.
Must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, he keeps on rolling along. He don't plant taters, he don't plant cotton, and them that plants them is soon forgotten. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, body all aching and racked with pain. Tough that barge, lift that pail. Get a little drunk and you're landing I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living, I'm scared of dying. But old man River, he just keeps rolling
reception. You were inspired.
Yes, I still am, Vicar, because when I was taking those curtain calls, I thought of at least 6 names for a certain party, and pot-bellied old swindler was the least of them. Tell me, do you think that's better than slab-sided son of a battery?
Well, neither seems very charitable. Quite unchristian, in fact.
Yes, all right. I think I'll use both of them. Thank you, Vicar.
But aren't you taking an encore?
Encore? No, Vicar. I've got more important business to attend.
I'm afraid Mr. Mulliner's gone to rest after his exertions. But perhaps we can persuade him to return at some other time. Meanwhile, I suggest that we all adjourn for refreshments.
I love you. I love you, my dream man.
Oh, that's a girl. That's the stuff.
Not you, you poor sap. I'm talking about my darling Reggie. He's the only onion in the stew for me. It's madness for me to seek happiness elsewhere, especially as the wife of a man who looks as if he's about to run in the 2:30 at Ascot.
Oh, I say.
Well, say it to somebody else. Our engagement is at an end, and I'm going home.
Oh.
Bloated old buzzard! Verminous old vulture! That makes 12!
Come on! Come on, let me in! Come on, let me in. Yes, all the servants are at the concert, I suppose. Oh, you two-faced toad, I know you're in there. If you don't come out, I'm coming in. Right. Right, you hear that? I got 1 or 2 things to say to you. Do you hear, you lard-faced lizard? 40. You chiseling cheetah? 50.
That's odd. Smells like paraffin. Funny time of night to be treating woodworm. I must face him.
face him like this. Quite the wrong image. Go home and change, damn it.
Oh, burglars, eh? Yeah. And foreign burglars at that. Now, lad, I'm Police Constable Popjoy, and I hereby request... come you back! Here! I love you!
Oh, Reginald, my angel. Can you ever forgive me for all those harsh words? Probably not. And shall I ever see you again? Oh, apparently, yes.
You with a burglar, this mazard! I'll have you! Now you come back to the station! Burglar right in the big house! Don't he move? I got you now! I got you! You come down to the station to me! I want you!
Oh, hello. So there you are.
That's right.
Nice evening.
Beautiful. How's everything?
Oh, fine, now that you flattened the flatty.
I noticed he was in your hair
It was a bit, yes. You didn't think he's going to recover and make a sudden spring, do you?
I think he's out of circulation for some little time. In which respect, he differs from me, because I'm back in circulation.
Oh?
I've broken my engagement to Percy Nubble.
Oh, fine.
You're the man I love.
Oh, finer.
And now, what's the story? How did you get snarled up with the constabulary?
Well, I went up to Whistle Hall to render Sir Jethro rather less than dust beneath my chariot wheels, sort of thing. Only I didn't get to see him because he was busy treating the floor for woodworm.
Treating the floor for woodworm?
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing, because he was pouring paraffin all over the place and there were wood shavings and paper strewn all over the floor.
Paraffin and wood shavings. So that's his game. Look, Reggie, you buzz off home and tidy yourself up, then meet me back at the hall. I'll bring the Rosa along when he comes round.
Yeah, what for?
You'll see. Hurry up.
Right.
Oh, where am I?
Right here.
Oh.
Did you see what hit you?
No, miss, I did not. What was it?
If you ask me, it was one of those meteorites you read about.
Stone me.
It certainly did. They raise a nasty bump, these meteorites, don't they? What that head of yours wants is a beefsteak and a glass of beer.
Oh,
Jump in my car and we'll see what the larder of Whistle Hall has to offer.
I like that. Thank you, miss.
Hello, Reggie. Just got here, have you?
Yes, I've just got here. Just this second. I came to pick up the bike, which I left here this afternoon.
Ah, well, you want to look out for your property, Mr. Mullender. There's some highly suspicious characters about. I nearly nabbed one of them just now. He was of a foreign caste and unsavoury hue. I was pursuing him hotly when I was struck down by a heavenly body.
Yes, isn't she?
A meteorite it was. Yes. Well, you go and check around the back, Popjoy. Mr. Mulliner and I will go inside where it's warm.
Very good, ma'am.
Hello, Uncle Jethro. What's the petrol for?
What? Oh, I got a spot on my tie. Grease. Now, what are you doing here, Amanda? I wasn't expecting you for another 2 hours.
So I gathered when Reggie told me he'd seen you sprinkling paraffin on paper and wood shavings strewn all over the floor of the Great Hall.
Optical illusion, I've no doubt.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah.
Well, just for fun, let's go and look. And we'll take Constable Popjoy with us. I'm sure he'll be interested.
Constable Popjoy?
He's just outside. I thought it would be a sound move to bring him along. Go and ask him to join us, will you, Reggie?
Oh, all right.
Just a moment, my boy, just a moment. Look, well, there may be a little something in what young Mulliner says. Yes, I did happen to drop a few shavings and some odd scraps of paper that I had about my person, and I did accidentally spill a little paraffin.
Yes, well, it's all right. I've explained that you were treating the floor for woodworms, sir.
Exactly, I am treating the floor for windworm.
Reggie, you only use paraffin to light a fire, don't you?
Oh, I see.
Now do you understand?
Yes, you were going to smoke them out.
Exactly, exactly. But you see, a chap like Popjoy might jump to the wrong conclusion.
He might think you were trying to burn the house down to do down the insurance company.
Oh, surely not. I mean, that would have never have occurred to me.
I'm sure it would never have occurred to Uncle Jethro either.
Well, of course not.
He wouldn't dream of doing such a thing.
Certainly not.
Or of sticking poor half-witted Dunbar lambs with dud shares.
Ah, yes, I meant to have a word with you about that, Sir Jethro. These smelly river ordinaries, I really don't think I want them.
Well, you've jolly well got them.
True, but he'd like you to buy them back again, wouldn't you?
I would rather, yes.
Oh, you would you?
I told him you'd be delighted. Wouldn't you be delighted?
No, I wouldn't.
Too bad. Reggie, go and ask Constable Popjoy to step this way.
Oh, all right. Popjoy? Yes, sir? Step this way.
Please.
Popjoy? Don't step this way for the moment, Popjoy.
You were saying, Uncle Jethro?
Well, if young Mulliner really would like me to buy back those shares...
Would you?
I would, yes.
He would. This is official.
Yes, you see, I've taken one of those unaccountable dislikes to them. You see, I've never really liked sardines anyway. I say, that's E-flat. You know, that's the note I start Old Man River on.
Not now, dear. What do you say, Uncle Jethro?
What? Oh, all right, I agree.
Oh, fine. Popjoy, continue not to step this way.
Splendid. And now, Uncle Jethro, as I know you always carry a blank cheque on you, I suggest you produce it and write it out for £60,000.
What? He only paid 50.
Yes, that's right. It's not 60,000, is it, Sir Jethro?
No,
you see, these girls don't understand high finance. You see, darling, as soon as you buy these shares, they increase by 50%.
Per annum?
Per person.
That makes it 75,000.
That's right, and he won't mind because he's only passing this way once. And so any little kindness that he can...
£75,000 worth of
The
kindness?
stock's gone up. Appreciation, it's called.
Yes, a dash good name for it, too.
Close with the deal at once is my advice before it hits a new high.